It was nice to be back home playing 2 road games. This week was obviously exceptionally tough for our kids. About 3 exams and 2 papers apiece and presentations and everything before Thanksgiving. So it was almost like a finals week for them almost. So practices were okay. They weren't great, but I thought we did some good things, especially in the second half. And the biggest thing is not turning the ball over, having a lot of assists, I think was big. And our strength, it became a major weakness tonight, was free throws.
Sharon, just the contributions you got from others, aside from, the usual 2 there, at least Courtney and KK.
Mm-hmm. I think it's big. It's very important that, everybody steps up. If you're, if the shot's not falling, mature players get it. They're going to still play as hard as they can and do assist and play defense, and that's what Courtney and KK tried to do as much as possible, and pushing the ball and understanding tempo, and you play just as hard whether you make shots or not, and that's where our younger kids have to understand that. But I thought Camille did fantastic tonight. Her minutes, stayed out of foul trouble so she could stay in. I thought she was a calming factor down low, making some great passes. Being able to score 4 for 4 was big, and having 8 rebounds. And we're going to need that as we continue, this stretch. Ashley, Ashley can just shoot the ball. I mean, she's very good at knocking down shots and being able to establish and get after it on defense as well. And April's a catalyst. I mean, she can be a defensive terror when she wants to be, and we need to have that all the time for her. But having players step up, Tori did some good things, Hayden stepped up, Bridget 3 for 3. I mean, there was just certain players, but we need that. We have to have that.
For April and Camille, did you still feed off the energy from Courtney and KK, even though their shots were not falling? Did you feel like they were still kind of paving the way for some of your success tonight?
Yeah, KK and Courtney are great leaders. They don't depend on their good games off of shots. So they're always talking. They're still going to get after it on defense. And, they just give us a lot of energy.
Yeah, they just they bring such great energy all the time. It's like half the time you don't even notice if their shot's not falling because they're looking for somebody else. It's not like all about them. So if their shot's not falling, they're finding somebody else and just bringing everybody else's energy up and not focusing on themselves.
Camille, did you get some confidence from the end of the first half? It seemed like you played pretty good for the couple minutes you were in, and then carried that over pretty easily into the second half.
Yeah, I did get a good confidence boost after making a couple shots, especially after and one. It's like, okay, you got this, you can finish and contribute. So after that, it's just like, what can I do for my team? Capitalizing off of every opportunity.
April, when we talked the other day, you really wasn't worried about your points.
Right.
But you come out and get 11 in the first half. Where were the openings for you, against that defense?
Layups. If you're not going to guard me, I'm just going to go all the way, is what they were doing. So if the defense moves, I had wide open lanes. So I had a lot of layups tonight.
You feel like you're going to get some openings because they have to focus a lot on KK and Courtney and others?
Yeah, I think a lot more. Their triangle and 2 was smart. I mean, they're our best scorers, and we're going to see that a lot, so everyone else has to step up from now on.
Ashley just been on a tear here. The first 4 games is shooting the ball. Where's your confidence level at right now?
I mean, I would say it's pretty high, but I just try to go in and do what I can for my team, provide in the minutes that I'm given, and just contribute to the team.
Sharon, is she doing a good job of, pretty obviously is, it seems like, but of making a pretty big impact in the minutes she's getting and earning some more?
Oh, definitely. I mean, one thing I like about Ashley, she can look herself in the mirror when we talk about this, and she knows that she's good and when she's not so good. And that's nice as a player. A lot of people think, oh, I should be doing this, I should be playing more. That's not Ashley, and that's why she's such a great team player. And I told her she's progressing. Her defense has gotten so much better. If you look at her productivity and scoring, obviously she's doing exceptionally well. So we need another shooter, like April's saying, and Courtney and KK. And April's shot looks great as well. But Ashley's got to just keep understanding the game, keep understanding what we need. On the offensive end, because she plays the 1-2, so it's difficult. Sometimes she's the 1, sometimes she's a 2, and she's still understanding that, and it's 4th game in, but she just keeps getting better.
Ashley, what other things besides shooting are next on your agenda as far as improvement?
I need to work on knowing the plays better. I can't have people out there directing me. I should know what I'm doing, especially if I'm going to run the one, then I should be directing other people.
Coaches, what were your impressions of the effort on defense? You forced 20 turnovers and held them to 25% from the field.
Defense was, I mean, the kids look at that, but when we look at tape, we look at different things. I mean, I'm very pleased with that, and we disrupt people because of our quickness. But our rotation defense and our help side has to be better, and then boxing out has to be a lot better. You know, if we're taking the 3 away and we're making somebody put it on the floor, we need a post player sliding over and contesting and boxing out. And, you know, we didn't do that exceptionally well, but we hurried them up a lot. And I think our size affected them, as, you know, other teams will affect us with their size.
For Ashley and Camille, just from a confidence, April and Camille, sorry. Everybody's name begins with an A.
It's okay. Happens all the time.
Yes. Now I lost my train of thought.
I apologize.
Now, you guys are going into, you know, a stretch of three tough games with Stanford, TCU, and Duke coming up. Just from a confidence standpoint, to have this kind of game going into the stretch, what's it mean for both of you?
It's huge for us. We just got to take care of the little things from now on, just making layups and free throws. Free throws are going to be the determination of a lot of big games, and so we got to start knocking that down.
I would say the same thing, taking it upon ourselves to improve on the little things, because that's what's going to win us games. And also taking it one day at a time, one game at a time. So not looking past anybody, just focusing on our next opponent and then moving forward like that.
April, you guys finished with 22 assists tonight. I think you had 11 assists on your first 13 field goals. A couple of your plays, the drive down the middle and the steal and layup weren't assists. But did you feel like you were getting good movement on the ball, especially early?
I think so. Since they left me so wide open, it gave me lanes to attack, and then if they came over and helped, I would just dish it to the post.
Sharon, just going into Mexico now with Stanford as your first opponent down there, just kind of size up them, and you know what things have you learned through these first 4 games that will help you in those 2 games down in Mexico?
Well, I think the biggest thing is coming down to rebounding, you know, and I'm not pleased with the rebounding. So when you play a team that's 6 foot to 6'5", 2 through 5, and we don't have that size, it's a lot more difficult to shoot over, like teams are struggling with our size. And so you've got to, you know, we have to really analyze and have a detailed scouting report. Sinead Boubaquet is the best post player in the country, and she averages 15 boards a game because she works hard and she's never going to quit and get to the board. So, you know, they just don't make mistakes, Stanford. So, you know, we have to be aggressive. We have nothing to lose. You know, our post players have got to be able to turn and face and attack them. We can't shoot over top of them. We've been working a lot on that. I think our guards, we got to use our quickness, but be smart. You know, and TCU's tough. I mean, we don't have any easy games.
Sharon, as you leave for Mexico with Thanksgiving coming up next week, what are you thankful for this year?
You know, I'm thankful for this entire team and my family, and thankful for people that have been fighting illness, that they've survived, and obviously having Terry back with us. And Tom Ryder right now is battling cancer, sports administrator. He came here yesterday, and he was very thankful to be with our players yesterday. So I'm just thankful that people stay healthy around the Purdue family.